Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. I wanted to talk about Lemuria. If you've never heard of Lemuria, or if you've heard different speculations, you can do some research. If you just type in Lemuria on, let's just say, YouTube, there's going to be tons of documentaries that have been done, studies, and different people that are talking on it, like myself. There's some information from Bashar on Lemuria. There's information from KYRON on Lemuria. If I remember correctly, there's information from Adronis on, I can't say that for sure, but I think he touches on it from time to time. Nothing that's in great detail that I can remember at this moment. So the basis of what I wanted to do today was I remembered, and I did a video on this, and I'll link it in here as well, and I'll give some other links of things that I like too that were on Lemuria, at least give you a jump point to be able to see what you're looking for, so you can have some point of reference. The one that was the most striking, and that really I think the first time I ever heard of Lemuria, at least in conscious recollection, was a video that I had outlined that talked from KYRON about the second Lemuria, and basically history on the first Lemuria, which is effectively the Hawaiian Mountains, the Hawaiian Islands, Hawaiian Mountain at the time, because it was the biggest mountain at the time. And there's a structural issue that happens underneath the surface that's kind of like a lava type bubble that raises up and has since depleted and is brought down the mountain. One of the reasons that they went, we're sinking, and they ran off to other civilizations and created other civilizations, Easter Island for being one, and New Zealand was another one. The natives that are there that are very Polynesian were another, because the mountain ranges and the geography of the earth dictate the way that the ocean tides take you, and it hasn't changed that much in the last 40,000 years or whatever that the Lemurian civilization first came, or first ran away from the mountain when it was going down. And it actually shows that it supports that they would have went into these areas, because it's the most supported path via ocean journeys of the time. So Lemuria was the first ancient civilization. It was supported by what's called the Seven Sisters. They came and they actually they seeded mankind with consciousness to bring mankind to be a vehicle for spiritual consciousness, to be a vehicle for beings on, to be able to take the spiritual essence, to bring us to a place that our genetics could support the spiritual essence, to be imbued and be able to be a vehicle for our spirit. And he gets into all of this. It's extraordinarily interesting. I think that you would enjoy it. Again, I'll put that video down below, and I'll put a couple others of the things that I like, that I found that resonate with me. And there's a lot of movements in the Hawaiian Islands and Kauai, especially for Lemuria, and for people who feel drawn, which I do as well. It's one of the plans in the very near future, when synchronicity abounds, is to end up in Hawaii and in Kauai. Check that out. That feels like everything I wanted to share. It really was just general awareness of Lemuria. If you're finding this video, it's very likely that you have some kind of relevance to this, whether you were Lemurian in another lifetime. Again, check out these informations. The material from KYRON is particularly interesting. It is extraordinarily detailed for the finite amount of time that it's delivered. I highly recommend that. It was one of the first really strong degrees of unconditional love that I had experienced, and it abounded for a while, and changed my perspective of how I view everything at this point in time. Well, so does Bashar's, but that particular one was very pivotal. I would highly recommend it, and I'm not saying that you might duplicate that experience, but if you're looking and seeking this type of information, then I found it extraordinarily profound. So I think that it would be at least relative to what you're looking at. So I hope that's helpful. That's everything I felt like sharing today. Thank you very much. Love and light, and have a fantastic day.